A guide to essential business insurance, Wiba, asset, and employer's liability. This short guide explains the 3 essential insurance pillars Kenyan businesses need to manage workplace and property risk. 1. Work Injury Benefits Act, YBA. Insurance. What it is. Wiba is compulsory insurance mandated by Kenyan law, the Work Injury Benefits Act 2007. It is a no-fault system, meaning an employee does not have to prove the employer was negligent to receive benefits for a work-related injury or disease. What it covers: it provides compensation to employees for injuries, disabilities, or deaths sustained in the course of their employment. Benefits are paid according to a set scale defined by the law and are typically based on the employee's earnings. Key features: for the employee, covers medical expenses, provides periodic disability payments, temporary or permanent, and pays a lump sum for permanent disability or death. For the employer, it is a legal requirement. Failure to have it can result in severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment. It protects the employer from direct lawsuits from employees for the injuries covered under the Act's benefits. Scope: covers all employees, including casual laborers. Simple analogy: WIBA is like a mandatory workers' compensation fund. It ensures that if a worker gets hurt on the job, their medical bills and lost income are covered according to a predefined government schedule, regardless of who was at fault. 2. Asset insurance, property insurance, fire and theft. What it is: this is insurance for a company's physical assets and property. It is not mandatory by law but is crucial for business continuity. The fire and theft extension is a common and fundamental part of a commercial property policy. What it covers the cost of repairing or replacing business assets if they are damaged or destroyed by insured events, called perils, such as fire, damage from fire, explosion, lightning and smoke, theft, burglary, loss of property due to forced entry. Other perils can often be added, for example, natural disasters like storms or floods, impact damage, water damage. Key features: what can be insured: buildings, office furniture, computers, machinery, stock inventory, and other physical equipment. Basis of settlement: policies can pay out based on the item's current market value, value after depreciation, or on a replacement value, cost to buy a new equivalent item today. This must be agreed upon when taking the policy. Purpose: it protects the business's financial investment in its assets, ensuring that a single event like a fire doesn't cause a catastrophic financial loss that could force the business to close. Simple analogy: asset insurance is like a protective shield for everything your company owns. If your office is broken into and computers are stolen or a fire damages your warehouse, the insurance company pays to make you whole again financially. 3. Employer's liability insurance. What it is: this is optional insurance that protects the employer from legal liability and costs if an employee sues them for a work-related injury or illness that is not fully covered by WIBA or that they believe resulted from the employer's negligence. What it covers the legal costs, court expenses, and any compensation payments if an employee successfully sues the employer. Common scenarios include an employee claiming that their injury was due to an unsafe working environment you provided, an employee alleging inadequate training or supervision led to their accident, a claim for pain and suffering that goes beyond the set benefits of YBA, claims from family members, for example, a spouse suing for loss of companionship. Key features: fills the gaps of YBA. WIBA provides set benefits, but an employee can still sue for negligence. This policy covers those lawsuits. Legal defense: it pays for your lawyer and court costs, which can be enormous even if the lawsuit is frivolous and you win. Not mandatory but highly advisable. It is a critical risk management tool for any business with employees. A single lawsuit could bankrupt a small or medium-sized business. Simple analogy: think of WIBA as the basic government-required safety net. Employer's liability insurance is the umbrella that protects you from the much larger financial storm of a lawsuit that falls outside that net. How they work together. A summary table feature WIBA insurance asset. Insurance employer's liability insurance purpose: compensate employees for injuries, protect physical business assets, protect employer from negligence lawsuits. Legality: mandatory by law, voluntary but highly recommended. Voluntary but highly recommended. Who it protects: the employee, the business and its assets. The employer, business owner. In conclusion, a well-insured business will typically have WIBA to comply with the law and take care of its employees. Asset insurance to protect its physical investment from disasters. Employer's liability insurance to protect its financial future from devastating lawsuits. This three-pillared approach provides a robust foundation for managing the key risks any business with employees and property faces. For more information or to get a tailored quotation, please do not hesitate to contact us. Email fkhalili@insuranceagency.co.ke. Phone 0790 407 341.